Springtime in London, as the most exciting city on earth basks in the first hot sunshine of the year, a brand new crop of great new shows bursts into bloom in the entertainment capital of the world. Welcome to my March Theatre Break postcard on behalf of Superbreak, the UK's leading short break operator. Another musical adaptation from the big screen begins its run at the Piccadilly Theatre from the 22nd of June. The eagerly awaited Ghost the Musical. Who could possibly forget Patrick Swayze, Demi Moore and Whoopi Goldberg? The heartbreaking strains of Unchained Melody, the hilarious Potter's Wheel scene. I certainly couldn't, as I made my way to London's world-famous Abbey Road studios for the launch of Ghost the Musical.
When I was first approached about this, I said there's no upside for me. I don't know why I would do it. Why would I give my script to somebody else to turn into a show where they saying ditto, ditto, ditto? I didn't want it to be that, and I just said no. And then some years later, Colin and David came over to my house, and we sat down and started talking about Ghost in a rather profound way. They had some wonderful insights into how to do the show.
Fantastic. This is the bit I'm slightly dreading because Dave Stewart tends to throw me a few curveballs from up here. So I'm going to go to Glenn first. Glenn, what do you think the music brings to Ghost? I mean, in terms of your work, bettering the film.
Well, I have to say, first of all, that we, both Dave and I, took the Hippocratic Oath with this wonderful material, which is first do no harm. So we're dealing with, I think, a work of genius. So for us, it was all about making sure that the characters were intact and that we expanded what was already there, that we weren't somehow trying to change it into something that it didn't want to be.
Dave, what a lot of people ask you this, what comes first, the music or the lyrics? I mean, Tim Rice used to say it's the check. What is it?
Is it a trick question?
What happened was that I got a call from one of the main vice presidents at Paramount, and she said, "I have wonderful news for you. Are you sitting down?" She said, "I have a director." And I said, "A director?" All I could think was Spielberg. I could think of Scorsese. And she said, "Jerry Zucker." I went, and I did sit down, and I nearly started crying because I immediately thought, this is going to turn into, it's going to be, Naked
Airplane
Gun, Airplane, whatever, and I just couldn't bear that idea. So Jerry and I got together because I knew we had to have a conversation, and I said, "Jerry, let's have one rule. We can talk about anything except Ghost." And we sat down and we talked for 3 or 4 hours.
That's fantastic.
And we became best friends at that dinner. And that friendship found its way into making Ghost the movie that it is. Because we listened to each other, we talked to each other. I wrote 19 drafts of that movie for Jerry. Somewhere at about 19 drafts. At draft 10, I was 180 degrees away from where I started. And I thought, I think maybe I should throw in the towel. I can't make this happen. And then...
Thesis, antithesis.
Yeah, it was completely wrong. And he knew it too. And so we started working our way back. And when we came back to the beginning, it was what we had before, but much better. And,
synthesis.
Yes, and he was invested.
Right.
He, as a director, was invested, which is really important. So he knew every intent of every scene the way I did, which made a terrific film.
This must be the most exciting time in anyone's life. To have a show like, a story like this, a role like this?
Yeah, you're not exaggerating in the least. An actor dreams of being able to have this kind of material to work with and to be asked to join these legendary songwriters. And
What a team.
I mean, it's a thrill.
The risk.
Making way for Ghost the Musical at the Piccadilly Theatre is Grease the Musical, that opened in London in August 2007. The first London production of Grease was at the New London Theatre in 1973. The New London Theatre is now the home of the highly acclaimed Warhorse. Superbreak have great value theatre breaks for all the shows featured in my March Theatre Break postcard, including an exclusive performance of Warhorse on the 19th of November. Enjoy your shows, enjoy London. See you soon. Oh, by the way, the star of that first production of Grease at the New London was a young heartthrob called, oh yes, Richard Gere. I wonder what happened to him.